it's a shame we lost the Soviets. I didn't get to live through any of that Cold War stuff, not the real stuff. Like that must have been fun to have like an evil empire.
We got China now. We can be rivals with them.
I mean, they just sent that bio attack a few years ago. That was middling. You know, I'm looking for a real enemy like the Soviets were.
We're losing right now in the Olympics. I thought it was a foregone conclusion.
Total medals,
total golds. Yeah, we're down. China has 11, and we only have 9, and then France, Australia, Japan.
Oh, that's so early.
Yeah, let track and swimming play out and see where we stand.
I was about to bullshit it and be like, but we have more total medals, but I will not count a bronze. We're too good of a country to look at. Too good. We will not sink. That's some Kazakh shit.
That would be hard as fuck if we didn't count our bronzes on our news broadcast, so that we could occasionally be like, and the Chinese who count bronze medals. Wow.
Embarrassing. Wow. Our bronze medalists are jailed.
Remember what Saddam Hussein did to that basketball team for losing?
What? How did he have high hopes for the Iraqi basketball?
No, it was soccer. It was soccer. Yeah, he threw him in a pool of acid, Taylor.
There's no way. He just had that ready.
No, I mean, he watched him on TV lose, and then he picked up the phone. He called Chemical Ali. That's one of his boys. You may not remember. I'm not even fucking kidding. He had one of his boys. His name was Chemical Ali, and he was like, "Yo, I need 28,000 gallons of acid, like stat. Yeah, at my house. Yeah, my pool. Let's go. Yeah, I just watched him take the L, and then he threw them all in the acid pool.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That doesn't seem realistic. Because
you always want to think the best of despots.
You're gonna start. Why would you start from scratch and have to make a whole new soccer team? Why would that be easier than just like little under the table steroid action? Are you wanting me to get into the
mind of a man like Saddam Hussein? I don't know.
Just to think rationally for a second.
It's kind of blank.
Yeah.
Zach, help me out. Did Saddam Hussein throw his soccer team in a pool of acid?
You fucking made this
so silly. It can't be true, but I'm quite sure it is.
That's, man, I love that. I hope you just made this up.
Oh, I definitely didn't make it up. Like, this happened.
That's ridiculous. It'd be like, oh man, we lost by 2 in our soccer game. You know, should we go back to the drawing board? Should we get a new defense? Nah, we're going clean slate with the whole team.
We're rebuilding.
We're in a rebuild phase. The dark era, as Uday Hussein, the son of Saddam Hussein, abused his control of Iraqi football and tortured players who played poorly, sending them to prison, making them bathe in sewage and kick concrete balls, shaving their heads. Man, you feel like you got off easy with a head shave based on the sewage swim. Yeah. Damn. See, that's not how you build a winning culture. Like,
how do you build a winning culture, huh? If not kicking concrete soccer balls.
Sure about this.
Steroids, poaching the coaches from other countries. Like, that's how you build a winning tradition, not sewage swimming. Man, Uday. The more I hear about this Uday fella, the more I don't like him.
Well, he can't hurt us anymore.
In The Office, there's a brief period where Dwight thinks he's going to be the manager. And so he replaces Michael's desk with an exact replica of Uday Hussein's desk. It's like this marble slab. It's dark and scary.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. I don't even remember that part. That must be a post-Michael season, because I don't have any memory of. I just had those on in the background. After Michael leaves, it's not funny.
Yeah, those guys were horrific. They were terrible. That seemed like that Iraq war was a bad idea. I liked the Iraq war. I just thought we should have left way sooner. Like, we should have popped in.
Why did you like in the first Iraq war, the second one, or both?
All right, I love the first Iraq war. That's like COD 4 of wars.
Because we had to defend Kuwait.
It's the COD 4.
Yeah, we had to defend Kuwait and the oil, and so it was a righteous war. And then there was that part when the Iraqis realized they were fighting a 21st century military, but it was still the 20th century. and we just did that highway of death thing where there were skulls burning. It looks exactly like Terminator 2's future. When the machines have killed everything and it's nothing but burnout cars with skeletons in them. That's what we did to the Iraqis. And so that was it's a huge win. And then we were like, we're out, and just left. I mean, we kept our oil in Kuwait. Everybody was happy. Even the Iranians were happy, but we left. The Kurds weren't happy because he gassed them.
Did we even go into Iraq that war? I guess we did, but we didn't really take Baghdad. We just pushed them back.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I think that one general was famous for doing those attacks where they just went hard and fast into Baghdad, like not stopping to clear things as they went. They just stormed in and took it. But maybe that's the second one. It's Star Wars movies. It's easy to confuse them. It's pretty much it's the same plot over and over. But the second one I liked too. I just felt like we should have left like way earlier. It's like a decade went by. So what are we still doing here? We should have left like 3 months in. Like once we had already, as soon as we killed Saddam, we should have left and like had a provisional government do their own thing. And then there wouldn't have been the big insurgency because they were just coming to kill us.
We didn't really have a plan for victory. We were like, we're going to go in there, we're going to take control, and then, we didn't really think about that part.
We hung him. We killed both sons. I've seen their bodies. Like we put everybody's fucking face on a pack of playing cards. Do you remember that? How they had?
Yes. Yeah. It was really cool. So
badass.
If people don't know, they were looking for, I'll say 52 people. And a way to make all the soldiers capable of recognizing these people on site is they put them on player cards, and they were ranked, right? So the aces might be like Saddam Hussein himself, or Chemical Ali might be like a jack or a queen or something, and Baghdad Bob might have been a joker.
How can you make Ahmed the rule card? I am so much more devious than this.
All the way. So they had all the way down. All these people of interest were on the deck of cards, and that's how the soldiers, presumably playing with them all the time, would know if they saw them.
If I were one of those wanted criminals, I would absolutely want a pack of those cards. That would be such a cool thing to have, to be like, dude, America thinks I'm the Jack of evil. Like the Jack of evil. The Jack of spades.
What rank would you want to be?
Oh, like ace or king.
Oh, you want to be the most wanted person. You don't want to be a 3 that perhaps gets overlooked at the end of the war.
I'd be embarrassed to be a 2 or a 3 because those are guys where they were like trying to fill out because the CIA at that point's like, all right, we got like 4 guys that we really need to find. And then they fill all those cards out and they're like, all right, well, that guy's I guess he's sinister. He's bullying people at the fucking open market. Like that on there.
I don't want to be a 2 or an ace. Like those are the people that get noticed. I want to slip in as a 4 or something, right?
Just a nice 5 of hearts.
This is actually kind of a news story today because Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 2 others responsible for the 9/11 hijackings pled some kind of a deal and escaped the death penalty today.
Oh, okay.
Wait, those guys are still kicking around. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. We don't forget.
That's unreal. That's it. Wait, we've had them in custody for this long. Right.
Oh yeah. We've got an island.
We've been feeding them for 23 years.
This guy with the pennies, always with the pennies and not the dollars.
Well, I read about this, and I know why. So here's what happened.
They've got a Time Magazine subscription. Can you believe it? That's up.
N64 in there.
So what happened is we picked these guys up and put them in Gitmo, if I have my people right. And W just went like full on fucking cowboy. He threw them in Gitmo, but he knew that he would lose if he tried them because there are things like chain of custody of evidence, etc., that got all fucked up. And we weren't worried about that. We were just taking people, throwing them in Gitmo. So by pleading to what he get, life in prison or something, but not the death penalty, he got that because we knew we couldn't win like an actual trial. So we just gave him this deal.
Zach, show us some pictures of like Gitmo. Taylor's upset that we're keeping this man forever at Gitmo. Show us this paradise he's kept at. This isn't one of those. Nice. This isn't one of those Baltic jails that has like a PlayStation 5.
Can we put him in regular prison now?
Oh, and why would we?
Because I feel like Gitmo's an expensive way to keep people.
I mean,
now I'm pinching pennies. Come on, Taylor.
Boom. See, I wasn't thinking about the cost as much as it is like like this is like keeping Lecter
It
alive.
is a paradise. I've vacationed to places way worse than this.
I don't think they're on the beach, Woody.
They're on the beach and they're laying there like American imperialist fools. We are Russian now.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
Wow. Oh, look at those guys sitting around having a blast.
Oh my god.
Nothing but fun at Gitmo. That's what Kyle wants. Kyle wants a big sewing circle of all the world's most dangerous.
This
for them
looks
to have
like
a
one of the
fun
most.
time.
This looks horrific.
Wow, they get to talk to girls.
Don't assume her gender.
I think she's giving them water because they've kept them out there in the sun inexplicably for days. Look at the hair.
She's like, just a few more cup deliveries and I'll finally be on the Secret Service team.
Those
it's
socks
weird
are
they all
dope.
it's weird they all chose the same haircut, huh?
It is.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about it from a money standpoint. I was thinking about it from a they 9/11'd us. You know, we gotta, you know, maybe do something at halftime, Super Bowl. Like,
oh, you want to bring some of these political prisoners out during sporting events, kind of like the Romans would.
No, that's barbaric. We would never like kill them on national television. It'd be like, all right, in a pregame skirmish, it will be the Atlanta Falcons versus these 11 guys from Gitmo. And the only thing that's going to happen is Atlanta keeps kicking off, baby. Like that's all.
We just want to make them play American football.
Yes. Yeah. They get no pads. They don't know the rules.
Right? Like, we don't get helmets. Huh?
Nope. And then some fucking, 4.240 guy is going to run like a bullet at him. You don't think that would get people excited? Chanting USA?
I think it'd be kind of
100%.
sad because those guys look, like they're already having a hard time. You don't want to pity them.
We could do a little longest
I'm so glad
yard.
we didn't go with something barbaric like Kyle was suggesting.
Yeah.
I was thinking you just put them in the UFC.
What about the longest yard? Like we get the 9/11 hijackers like 4 months to get ready to play the Patriots.
What do they get if they win? Freedom?
A quick death.
You know what would be great? How about this? How about like we tell them they get freedom if they win, and then we have the Patriots throw, but at the end we're just like, nah, you thought you really won? They thought they won. They thought all this was real, and then like you like peel back the lights, like no one's watching this. You thought this was broadcast, and then you just hang them all.
Yeah, that's a lot of pomp and circumstance for nobody to even be able to watch. I want to watch.
Well,
you wouldn't have fun seeing Brady. You don't want to see Tom Brady throw for 5,000 yards in a game.
We're bringing Brady out of retirement to play Al Qaeda.
Yeah, he'd do fine, dude.
Why don't we use
Apparently, we're bringing back the 2017 Patriots. Or something.
That's what we're doing.
Isn't he like 43 now? Oh, that's a lot of goats.
It is. Well, I mean, what else are they going to do? I think it's the world's largest landlocked country, right?
I have no idea. I know it's an enormous country, though.
I thought it was like Wakanda, like just a country that existed in movies.
Yeah, you didn't think it was real. Oh man, I didn't know Borat was based. It's so funny how much they hated the Borat movie. And if you were a Kazakh, I think that's what they're called. Like it would be insulting. Like they're like, what the fuck? Like, why are you bullying us? Like we're literally a group. The Kazakhs. What are we even up to? We don't even know. Like, we're not involved in fighting.
The Kazakhstani government spent millions of dollars trying to repair the tourism and reputation damage that the Borat movie caused. Because, they would not just make fun of them with made up off the top of their head gobbledygook. They would take Kazakhstani culture and twist it a little. So Borat drank fermented goat piss. That was like the drink of Kazakhstan, fermented goat piss. And actually, it's fermented goat's milk, which isn't that much better when you try to explain. Like, no, do not listen to Borat. We do not drink the fermented piss. It is fermented goat milk. Oh, have some. It's called gulka. Have some gulka. Out of some hairy cup. Like, no.
It's so much better.
Out of a hairy cup.
Out of a hairy cup. You drink out the traditional goat bladder chalice.
Yeah, no, it's the testicles. They take the whole scrotum and they harden it. I don't think anyone's ever taken a bigger national
I can't tell
L.
if he's joking.
I am joking. I don't think there's ever been a bigger like national L, because you got to think about where Kazakhstan started. Had no idea where it was, what it was, or what they did there. And then the Borat movie was a massive thing. I remember being there at opening night, and like everybody at work the next day, like 45-year-old men were saying, using the Borat voice. Everybody was into that shit. It was a cultural thing that happened, and he just have been so red faced in Kazakhstan, just like, oh.
Was Kazakhstan?
You said it was going to be good. You said this was going to be good.
I feel like they don't have TVs or movie theaters there. It's that meme, like if those kids could read, they'd be mad.
Yeah.
If they had the internet, they'd be pissed.
They were one of those Soviet bloc countries, right?
Yeah.
And so were they around prior to the Soviet Union as like a nation, or were they one of those countries where they're like, we have proud tradition going back to 1990? Like that.
I don't know. I also think of Kazakhstan geographically as like Genghis Khan territory, where like it's so big that on the eastern side of it, people are more Asian looking, and on the west side of it, people are more brown looking,
like steppe people,
or
like
they actually would be more pale looking. I guess you'd be getting closer to Europe than you would.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Are they? Man, they're right in the midst of the stands. The Turkmenistan, the Kyrgyzstan, the Afghanistan. Yeah,
I think it just means land.
We're going to have to declare war if they want me to learn this area, this geography.
They're so much bigger than most other countries. It's insane. Like they are a sleeper country.
Well,
it's probably,
Are they north? It's not just a Mercadian projection thing, is it?
No, they're really big.
They're equal, or I guess the same latitude as Mongolia, and they're significantly bigger than Mongolia. You could fit 5 Ukraines in here. You could fit most of Western Europe in here.
It is bigger than I knew.
Yeah. You go north, and like Russia's hanging their hat on a lot of nonsense up north. Nope, nothing's going on there. But Canada is too, in fairness.
The whole Siberian oh yeah, for sure with Canada. All of that. It's kind of embarrassing that they didn't scoop up Alaska when it was on the market, right? Like that's gotta stick in their craw. They don't ever mention it, but like, what were y'all thinking?
They wouldn't have done anything with it.
That'd be like them buying Florida out of nowhere. And like them, imagine if Florida was actually Canada. And it was like, how did we lose Florida?
Oh, fuck.
Like, but it's worse than that, because instead of like, I don't know, herpes and white people, you've got gold and oil and national defense and I don't know, timber, I suppose, if you really wanted it.